In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a planet Earth, and the Earth will be spinning on its spinning axis. Let's start with the world here. This is the VRMath2.net/VRM2. This is VRMath2 Editor, and start with this 3D window here. We can see the 3D turtle inside, and when we click on a ball or a sphere, it will be inserted into the location and direction of the turtle. So a quick click and a ball will be created here in the 3D space. Here I would like to bring the ball to fit the screen, which is just a simple click of this show everything in space icon. You may wonder where the turtle is. The turtle is actually inside the ball. When you click on the ball, and you will see the ball is actually selected here. We can temporarily show and hide the object. For example, click on the on and off. You can see the turtle is actually inside the ball. Or when we have selected here the object or the ball here, which is object 0. We can go to the material editor, and we can tune the transparency property or material setting of the ball or the sphere, and you can see the turtle is actually inside when we change it to sort of semi-transparent. Right, I'll keep the Earth there, and I'll do this again here. Say I reset the viewpoint, so that is the original viewpoint, and then bring everything to the view here. And when I select the ball here, I can also go to the texture chooser in the property inspector window. There are plenty of textures here. You just click and it will be applied onto the ball here. If I click on this one, that one for example, so what we want is actually to find the Earth texture, which is also provided here in the set number 8, Urban and Planet here. So select set number 8, and we can see it's actually set number 8 and index 8. So 8 and 8 is the planet Earth. So if I click, and it will become planet Earth here, and you can sort of move the world around to see. Again, I'll just reset the viewpoint and bring everything into the view. So that's the original texture and the viewpoints, the orientation, and so on. I can also click on this texture, and you may recognize this is actually the Jupiter. You can see the big red giant eye here, and so on. There are probably a few different textures that you want to try, but I'll go back to the planet Earth here. As we promised, we want to make the Earth spin. So how do we do that? So when we click on the object here, and it will be selected, we can go to the window, and there's an animator here. The animator has a few different animations we can do. What we need is the spin here. So have a quick refresh here, and we can find the sphere object 0 is actually in this world here. So we have selected in this world, and what we have is a couple of different rotation here. This is called left rotation, and that will be the right rotation. And of course there's sort of tilt left rotation like that, and tilt right rotation. Yes, well, it just needs some time to load the picture here, and that's called roll up rotation and roll down rotation. So wait a minute, yeah, that will be the roll down, and this will be the roll up rotation here. And the question is, of course, how do you spin the Earth? I think if we kind of drag a little bit, that will be the North Pole, and that should be the the South Pole. So that should be the a spinning axis. So what we need is really either left or right. Now here I'll simply tell you it is the left rotation, but this is a little bit of science there, and perhaps I'll leave this as a question for whoever is watching to think why it is Earth is rotating like that left rotation direction. And here is the cycle interval, how many seconds to rotate around. So according to your preference, you can set any number of seconds here, and whether you want to loop or just one rotation, and it will stop. So I'll prefer to just keep the 10-second rotation per every 10 seconds per rotation, and then keep the loop on. And so what I need is to simply click spin, and the Earth will start spinning. Now what we need is a little bit of background. We can of course go to the shortcut and go to the background color and select black world, but now we actually have a background chooser. This is new added in, which is called Deep Sky Random. If you click on that, you get a random background, something like that. This is totally random generated, and if you kind of like that, you just apply the selected background, and the background will be applied onto here. Now you may also like to have a little bit of I'll just reset view and fit everything in view here. A little bit of the sounds effect there. So what we need is really, we need a direction light here. There are different lighting sources here. That's point light, that's direction light, and that is a spotlight. Now for the situation in our solar system, a direction light fits better. Of course the sun is sort of like the point lights here. The sun will emit the lights from any direction to any direction, but because we are so far away from the sun, we feel like the sunlight is like parallel in one direction. So we in this tutorial will choose this directional light here. But before we click to insert the light, what we need to consider is the turtle's I'll close the animator here, the turtle's direction. Now remember, we select this Earth, and then we go to the transparent the material editor here, and when we make it transparent, we know the turtle is sort of facing that direction. So if at this situation we click on the directional lights, then it will be, the light will be shining like the turtle's direction there. So in order to get sort of half lighting effect there, I would prefer to rotate the turtle to the left 90 degree, or perhaps you can rotate a different degree there, but I'll just choose the 90 degree for now and rotate, so you can see the turtle is facing that way. So at this time I will just click on that directional lights, and you see the lighting effect now is on. I will make the Earth transparent to be just opaque there, and then final touch is the turn off the headlight, because when we are viewing here, it's like we are wearing a headlight, and when we turn it off, it will feel like really the sun is shining from this direction to there. And so yeah, that's the rotating Earth, planet Earth, and with some lighting effect here. Hope you like it.